Hey guys, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts RE Chain of Memories Super Hyper Championship Remix Edition. We are here for the second campaign of the game, and it's Riku's time to shine in Reverse Rebirth.
Well, I think you gave it enough subtitles when you were giving that intro back there. Do we really need Reverse Rebirth to add on to that?
Mate, you can never have enough subtitles. That is one of my favourite stupid jokes ever.
No, I think you can, but I mean, it gets fun after a while, I admit.
Kingdom Hearts RE Chain of Memories Reverse Rebirth featuring Riku from the Kingdom Hearts franchise. Oh, poor Riku. He'll like never have his own game, despite the fact that in my opinion, he's a much better main character than Sora. But at least he got his own campaign in this. He got like his own playable role in Dream Drop Distance, which I think was originally meant to be Riku's story until people started complaining about, no Sora and such. And there was like that one random out of nowhere bit in Kingdom Hearts 2, which was the hypest shit ever at the time.
Yeah, that was pretty actually kind of great for what I, didn't like about Kingdom Hearts 2. That bit at the end where you play as Riku during the final boss fight, I like that.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Do you remember what happened at the end of Kingdom Hearts 1?
Yes, Riku got locked behind the door to Kingdom Hearts. He helped Sora shut it, and he was in there with the king, and all the dark sides were in it. It was going to be a big darkness party, and I don't know what happened after that, how he ended up here.
I have come to the wrong party. But yes, we don't really know what happened between then and now, but he's in like this cloudy, ethereal realm, and some weird kind of voice is talking to him. This is a lot more enigmatic in the original version of the game, obviously due to the lack of voice acting, but if you know your Kingdom Hearts voice acting lore, you can probably guess right off the bat who is talking to him right now.
Yeah, it's not the original version of the guy, which I was hoping for, but this is a spin-off, so I'm not really surprised that he didn't show up.
What did I say about side games?
No, I thought there were no side games, Mr. Oh, there are no side games in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Why is it a spin-off in your eyes, then?
Fair.
Yes, fair indeed. Can you just give me the card? I'm getting kind of dizzy watching it going around here.
I guess I have to play card games at one point or another, so I might as well do it now. This is less of being caught in the darkness and more of being caught during a bad, foggy weather condition they reported on the Weather Channel.
Yeah, until I looked at the title of the video we're covering here and saw that it was Chain of Memories, you could have told me this is London. I wouldn't have batted an eye.
I gotta admit, though, another reason I do like Riku, because he actually has that whole defined character arc, and he actively takes steps in order to address it, and he can have some significantly good moments, like in this game, where he's just like, fuck it, bring it on, let's go, I'll do it.
Yeah, he's more like the guy who walks the path of redemption. Sora is more like the savior, well, the fallen savior at this point, if you know how the games play out.
I wouldn't really call him the fallen savior. He didn't deliberately or messily fall, he got punked, that's it.
Good world to start off on, Hollow Bastion, because if you, go back to KH1, that is where his face heel turn really came out to play, and he was like, oh, I've got the power of darkness, and fuck you, Hell Dragon Olympia is better than Mel Chocobo. I
don't seem to recall him saying that during that game.
No, he did. It was in my fanfic, it's right there.
Yeah, you would write a lot of fanfic about your favorite Keyblade, wouldn't you?
I love Olympia so much. You've got no idea how satisfying it is to, break through guards.
That is probably your fanfiction.net username. I'm gonna go look at this when we're done, and I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Olympia Lover 1964.
With some X's in there because you're cheating.
And a Z for some reason, lots of X's. And now the voice acting budget has run out, and we go back to text.
I always loved how Hollow Bastion, I know what they're for those little hover platforms, but without them, they're just random lasers shooting throughout the place. They really wanted to make this castle so cool and neo-tech.
Hey, we've got all these, spare crystals, we've got to burn them and make the place look aesthetically pleasing somehow.
Yeah, you know Maleficent really has a history of kind of trying to move into castles and take it over. You noticed that, right?
Yeah, it's like near the end of Kingdom Hearts 2, where she goes into the organization's stronghold. My, Pete, this will make a great castle. Good idea, Maleficent. Maybe just let the Keyblade Master take out the organization first, though, yeah?
And it was like, You know, she's probably that kind of person who gets multiple castles so she could flip them on the market. You know, she fixes them up a little bit, and then she could flip them for big profits.
The Mistress of Darkness and Real Estate.
She's probably a squatter, too, in terms of, like, internet domain. She totally would do that. Darkness.com is registered underneath her.
Oh, Xehanort was so butthurt about losing that link. Okay, here we go. Shall I kick things off and discuss the gameplay of Reverse Rebirth?
Go ahead.
Alright, there are like a few changes. I would say it's a more streamlined version of the card-based gameplay, but there are a few restrictions here and there. The first change is that Riku does not, like, get card points. He doesn't have to, you know, fill his deck with cards he collects. No, he gets a different, like, set deck in each world, and I believe he gets, like, a different enemy card to go along with it, in addition to, you know, the enemy cards you can get from bosses, and so on. He also does not have any healing capability, at least in this first world, so you've really got to be careful, and, like, try and manage the deck that you're given as best as possible. And there's, like, a few, like, level up changes, or a couple, that we'll discuss when that happens. But, yeah, it's different, but in a way that makes things feel fresh. He also does not go to all of the same worlds that Sora does, so it's not like a Sonic Heroes situation, where, you know, you're playing as a different character, but you're still going through the same things.
Yeah, if you're looking for a kind of, you know, Kingdom Hearts experience that's more traditional to what you're used to, and, you know, at this point you're probably done with fucking around with all different kinds of cards and things like that.
Yeah.
Riku's story, you know, so to speak, in this game is a lot more direct and straightforward and familiar. And honestly, when I was playing this originally, I had a better time overall with Reverse Rebirth, probably because, you know, it just cuts through all the fat, and it gets right to the gameplay, which I really enjoyed.
One change that I absolutely love is the ability to just, like, hit the thing and it reloads your deck instantly. There's no charging, there's none of that faffing about. I understand that it added, like, a level of strategy and depth to Sora's story, but I prefer this one. Okay, two changes here. You get attack boosts instead of, like, card point boosts, obviously, since you get set decks, and instead of gaining new slights, you can boost up your darkness and whatnot. But we'll find out a bit more about that as we go through Reverse Rebirth.
Yeah, I have a feeling the story's going to be talking a lot about darkness and Reverse Rebirth.
Really? What gives you that idea?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, how adorable, they're all asleep. Maybe I can sneak up on them and get sweet fat EXP. Oh dear, it seems Hell Dragon's dropped from the call. Maybe I shouldn't have got so enthusiastic about wanting to destroy Heartless. He has a secret Heartless fetish, don't tell anyone. Wow, you sold your soul to darkness, and all you got was this, like, dingy side library. It's kind of hard to tell where the libraries begin and end in Hollow Bastion. The whole place is full of books. No wonder Belle loved the place. Oh, he's playing the devil, is this voice? Oh, sweet, Helldragon's back. Nice, I don't have to coast anymore. Sorry, mate, did Riku's fancy room make you drop from the call? It's Riku's pants, innit? It's the pants of a darkness-loving freak.
The guy has belted his pants at the ankles to make sure they don't slip away from his shoes. You noticed that, right?
Well, he's just extreme like that. Don't judge him, like everyone else has judged him.
Well, I kind of want to judge him a little for his dumb pants as opposed to the darkness thing. At least the darkness can get you money or chicks. It makes sense.
Now, Reverse Rebirth kind of eases the player into the story before literally throwing up its hands and saying, alright, we're just going to give you boss fights, like in each world. The Hollow Bastion, as far as I can remember, is the only world in Reverse Rebirth that has, like, you know, the key of beginnings, key of guidance, and, you know, the key to truth and so on.
It just kind of guns through it really fast. So if you kind of sit there, and I would say, you know, you dedicated a whole afternoon to it or whatever, you can clear Reverse Rebirth in like a day if you're dedicated enough.
As an example, say Wonderland. That took us like 25-30 minutes to cover in Sora's story. I could probably put that and, say, Monstro in the same part and have all the stuff around it, and it wouldn't even scratch 20 minutes.
What is that statue doing there?
So go away, you are messing up my memories of the original Hollow Bastion.
It looks like a statue you kind of push around to solve a puzzle in The Legend of Zelda. I mean, I've said that before, but it really has that vibe with me.
Yeah.
I guess it's more of an Ocarina of Time kind of statue. Maybe one of the Iron Knuckles, like I've said before. I also like this statue over here, which is just some big-nosed dog thing. I don't even know what that is.
Hey, we call him Goofy, okay?
Yeah, I suppose I shouldn't talk about people behind their back, huh?
Oh my god, someone pointed this out to me, and I never noticed it before. You know in the first cutscene of Chain of Memories, or one of the last of Kingdom Hearts 1, where they're chasing Pluto?
Mm-hmm.
There's a point where Sora, like, waves back to Donald and Goofy, and if you look at Pluto in the background, his model is literally sliding up the hill.
What, really?
Yeah, they did. I'm going to show you after we record this, actually.
I gotta see that, because I have never heard of that up until this point.
I wonder if that's in the original version as well. Probably is. Okay, we've just got a boss to take on now, and then we're done.
Wow, that's really fast.
It's kind of nice, like, Riku having to face the place where, you know, he had his greatest, like, failure. He fell to darkness, he allowed himself to succumb to darkness and become possessed and so on. And so the voice is kind of like, you know, poking and prodding him, trying to make him feel insecure and whatnot. And when you know, the only person he's able to come across in his memories is Maleficent herself. Not the real one, but a manifestation of all his failures.
Yeah, this whole thing about Castle Oblivion with Riku is that it basically just kind of fills it only with jerks, just to kind of rub it in his face. It's sort of like his own personal purgatory, so to speak, as he's trying to kind of get out of the whole darkness thing. You know, he and Darkness, they used to have a really bad relationship together, and now he's just trying to find new people.
Oh man, trapped in a world of evil exes. It's like Scott Pilgrim, but with even more darkness.
And just as much anime, I think.
Well, there's an entire organization which utilizes darkness. I mean, their primary export is nothingness, but they do enjoy a bit of darkness cake and some darkness tea every so often.
Yeah, I mean, she's talking like, oh, well, I could sate your hunger for darkness. Does he eat darkness? Can you serve that with spices and crumpets? Like, what is darkness in this context? Is it just vague power they don't really talk about?
Mac and cheese with full-fat cream. That's the way to darkness, my friend.
Yeah, you just open up that mac and cheese and a bunch of darkness steam comes out. It's ready, Riku!
Eat me, become fat, become darkness.
This macaroni's looking at me, Maleficent. Eat your meal.
See, just get straight to the point. Sora would have, like, been all, oh, my heart is my power and also my friends.
Riku's like, fuck this, I'm just gonna kill you. I've got a sword that's a bat wing, I'm ready.
Yeah, you're gonna get killed by irony. Bats are dark. Prepare to feel the darkness.
I'm gonna blow up now in my strategy to defeat you.
I'd love if there wasn't even a boss fight that followed. Oh shit, that was the wrong spell.
Because you're fighting Dragon Maleficent this early in the game, you know, Riku has no healing ability. She's not too bad as, you know, it was when you fought her as Sora. She otherwise operates mostly the same. Just, you know, be careful of her attacks in general. I also like how she's still kind of stuck in her ring. Kind of like it's like a sumo match, and if she went out of it, she'd be disqualified. So I guess she has to watch out for that.
Oh, I just want Riku to, like, kick her up in the air and do an atomic pile driver.
Are you picking that up from me? Because you know that would have been my first inclination.
Well, I said pants earlier instead of trousers, so I think you're yankifying me right now.
What? Pants is a Yankee word? I thought it was just a word in general.
No, we say, like, underpants and trousers.
Do you spell pants with a U over there?
Yeah, punts. Anyway, the strategy for this, pretty simple. I would recommend you go from, like, level 1 to roughly about level 7, because, well, Dragon Maleficent isn't that hard. Riku obviously has no ability to heal right now. Make use of the enemy card that you get, attack with your strongest cards, and, like, shuffle the, you know, the lower value ones into, you know, slights and such.
Now, Riku can actually lose a card with his slights, so you want to, again, be sure not to overuse them like you could with Sora.
I do actually have a good memory regarding, like, basically having 1 or 2 cards left, but I think I'll save that for the final boss, and instead praise the Dragon Maleficent card and its overdrive ability. Hell Dragon, question for you.
Yes?
What does Riku not possess that Sora had?
Well, that reload time on his deck, obviously.
Well, there you go, the Dragon Maleficent card literally has no downsides in Reverse Rebirth.
Well, that's pretty good. I mean, this is, you know, kind of a bonus mode. It makes sense they let you have a little bit of overpoweredness just to make the game, you know, a little more fun.
Second question, have you noticed anything different compared to what happened after we beat a boss with Sora?
they did not drop us off at the Conqueror's Respite. I guess the bus, when you killed the boss, did not show up that day, so I have to walk there?
Oh, it would be the 666 bus, wouldn't it?
It probably would be, yeah.
Don't worry, we still get to go to that hallowed room, we just gotta walk there for some reason. I'm not sure why. I guess it was just to differentiate between Sora and Riku's story.
I hope his shoes are padded enough, considering all the walking he has to do throughout this game. Well, just in the games in general. Like, at the end of an adventure, a video game hero's feet must fucking hurt so bad unless they have the right shoes, you know?
Yeah.
Especially him with his big old clog shoes going on. I bet you those aren't padded at all, especially Sora's.
Anyway, it's a bit late to tell you now since the world's over, but the Defender card you get in Hollow Bastion, it has the Protect ability, decreases damage from physical attacks by the enemy, magical attacks do normal damage, great for taking on Dragon Maleficent. That's why it basically clocked it at the start. Alright, let's see if we can find that mysterious voice that's been talking to us.
That we definitely don't know who the identity is.
Stop talking about darkness, you're giving it away.
Why do I shun the darkness? Have you seen him at a bender?
Word I said to Maleficent.
Darkness is your weapon. It is
Does Castle Oblivion have an intercom system? Because I'm pretty sure Lucia should have done this at one point.
Stop resisting. Accept the darkness. You have no choice.
Oh boy.
It's Ansem! I didn't see that coming. Well, I know he's got another name. I'm calling him Ansem. I don't care.
Hey kids, it's Richard Epcar. Applause!
Yay!
We all love Billy Zane, let's be honest here. But the guy was not coming back after having to say, like, darkness 60 fucking times. So we got Richard Epcar in here. It's like his first role as Ansem. I much prefer him in later games, but he does a passable job here.
Again, he has to kind of work around the Chain of Memories script, so I'll give him a pass for this one.
Yeah, I'm sure this will work out in your favour, Riku.
So I know Ansem's clothes are based on, Master Xehanort, so I'm wondering what's going through Master Xehanort's mind when he looks in his closet and goes, I'm going to wear the big superhero gloves today.
Well, it's great for when I like to do my twiddly animation.
That's true. I mean, they're nicely creased and they're very, vivid. You can see all the color going. It's fine.
Yeah. Sorry, I've been watching the endings to Birth by Sleep again recently, and when Xehanort meets up with Terra for the final clash, he's like, I was not wrong! Twiddle, 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 Terra!
Only the darkness can offer to you all of the strength that you will need.
The darkness has the best time show around. Just sit here and let me give you my presentation. I promise it'll work out.
None of that pussy-ass light bullshit.
Your Majesty?
Yep, it's Mickey, and sadly I think Wayne Allwine's health was deteriorating at this point, because it's not the best, role or, delivery he's ever had as Mickey Mouse.
Well, the dude had been doing Mickey for, damn near decades at that point, and I know Wayne Allwine was definitely on in years when he finally passed. The dude lived a great life, I think, so you know what, I'm gonna give him a little break for this.
His final role, I believe, was in Days, because there's a eulogy or something at the end, or, just dedicated to Wayne Allwine, etc. Yes, it's a tutorial.
And of course I decided to shove one of them in here.
Did you think the game was ending already?
Welcome to the final boss, I hope you're ready. Wait, what's going on? You didn't tell me this.
Yeah, I knew Reverse Rebirth was short, but this is ridiculous.
Then he gets 10 health bars. I hope you're ready for this, motherfucker.
This isn't fair. Okay, this thing right here where you gotta break the card that he shows right away as he shows it. I'm not sure if Rapid Break was in the original. I definitely know the thing coming up is completely new to RE Chain of Memories, and I think the duel system that we're about to see is based on the Game of War. Don't quote me on that.
It's very war-ish, yeah.
Alright, show the same card, wait for it, and press triangle. This is the card duel system. It's basically like how Marluxia's Doom Slight worked. You just gotta show the same thing or greater than, and bada bing bada boom, there you go. But you will need more than 8 cards in order to activate it.
It's kind of an interesting new gimmick to give to Riku exclusively. It adds a little bit more variety to his battles.
I tend not to use it, though, because, you know, having a new deck for each world means you basically have to acclimatise to it. And, you know, if you randomly get into a duel, you may not be, like, fully comfortable with the deck that you've been given. So I just tend to pwn them with, like, the slights and the upgrade that we'll be getting soon.
Advance through the world it creates, and soon you will understand.
And if you don't worry, there's summaries of the plot on Game FAQs.
Pretty much. I think you could go to the Wikipedia page right now.
Don't worry.
Well, you can't run from the darkness. The sun does set every day. You're not exactly running away from the night.
If I haven't given in to the darkness, then I win.
Oh yeah, darkness ain't nothing but a fang.
I still wish the Guardian fought with cards because we're in Castle Oblivion. He pulls out like hands. Let me show you my Pokemon. Oh, burning, no.
Ugh, what did you do?
What'd you do?
I added cholesterol to your bloodstream.
Feel the stinky darkness permeating your young self.
To use it or not is your choice.
Yeah, that's like giving a fucking smack addict heroin and saying, oh, you could use it or not, it's your choice.
I'm just saying, dude, it's right there, but it's cool.
Now, obviously, that's not the anthem. I think it's just the residual darkness within Riku's heart.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it's implied.
D-mode! Ugh. Yes, do card breaks and you become Dark Riku. Essentially the same as the Riku we fought during, you know, Sora's story, Repliku, to give him his fan name. But we get to have that sort of power now, so it's good this time.
Exactly, because when we're using a gun, perfectly fine. Just ask all of those police officers. It's great.
Getting too deep here, man. This is meant to be like anime jokes and shit.
I think we should put some furniture in here. What do you think, Lexius?
What do you think about Lexius and Zexion?
At this point, you know, Zexion, they, for some reason, for the longest time, they didn't want to give him a weapon. I don't know why. That was just a thing they decided to do. Lexius is okay. I don't have a problem with him. But Vexen is the man.
Dave Boat voices Lexius in RE Chain of Memories and Days. Not a name that rings a bell, honestly.
How dare you?
Let it go, Vexen.
He's the sixth strongest. Zexion is a nerd, so it's fine.
Yeah, Lexius, or I think his real name was Alias, was one of the castle guards, and Zexion, Ienzo, to use his real name, was one of the scientists. Also the youngest member of the organization, if we're not counting Roxas and that one person whose name escapes me right now.
So, like, he was, like, tiny, Zexion or whatever was, like, tiny when we first saw him. Did he, like, grow up and then become a nobody? Or was it like in Power Rangers where he just grew up into nobody form?
Well, there is 10 years between Birth by Sleep and Kingdom Hearts 1, so yeah, he grew. He was like a teenager.
Okay, alright, that makes sense.
But I truly can.
His English voice actor, Zexion that is Vincent Carrazza.
I don't know who the hell that is.
I'm assuming it's the same people for, like, their somebody forms in Birth by Sleep.
These are all, like, just people I've never heard of, though. You would think they would get the more traditional kind of roster of voice actors who are very prolific because they need to eat, after all.
And yet, not exactly the same, was it?
Now that's very uncanny. You can smell the superior, obviously Xemnas. Not exactly the same, but getting there.
Now, what to do?
Should we try and turn him into a puppet, like Marluxia is trying to do to Sora? Oh wait, we're not meant to know that plot point yet, never mind.
You know, if we stand here in the darkness without any lights, we're all just going to go blind. I really think we should focus on that first.
It's kind of weird to see a character walking through these halls with, you know, no dog and duck pal following them.
Something smells funny.
There's a lot of stuff about smelling in Reverse Rebirth.
It's so familiar.
I like to pretend he's just smelling bleach, but he doesn't know the name of it.
Well, smell is a very intimate sense, so, make of that what you will.
I love how you use intimate to describe smell. I like the way your nostrils look.
Well, no, that's Sight Hell Dragon.
Your Majesty!
Hey kids, it's Mickey Mouse! Applause!
I'm trying to think of the closest video game comparison to a ball of light coming down like that. I want to say Navi, but I know there's something else. I know Mickey's signal is not coming in very well because he's kind of transparent. Maybe if you adjust his ears or like antenna and you can get him to come in better.
I can only send a bit of my power to this place.
Oh, poor guy. You can tell he's struggling at this point.
Got a request.
Well, at least, he did the best he could. That's definitely, something to be commended for.
Well, he's a fucking Disney legend, mate.
Darkness holds
That's true, man. Like, his marriage with, what is the name of Minnie's voice actor?
Rusty Taylor.
Rusty Taylor, man. That stuff was like, you couldn't get that, like, made up. That the fact that was actually authentic and they had that relationship for so long, and they were some of the most famous cartoon characters in the world. That stuff's actually kind of special, I think.
Not to sound pretentious, but it was kind of a bit like a fairy tale come true.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Kingdom Hearts. It will show you the way.
So there's like a ton of Zelda crests on the wall. You've noticed that, like, as they're going through Castle Oblivion, right?
I love how Mickey says Kingdom Hearts will, like, show you the way and such, or maybe it was just the lie. I got trapped inside of what people said was Kingdom Hearts. It keeps changing every game, Mickey. I don't know what Kingdom Hearts is.
You know what Kingdom Hearts is? Is a highly successful media franchise. That's really what it is.
Finally, I got you to admit it.
Psych! I'm a ghost! I can't believe you fell for that.
Fooled you. Ha
Don't worry. We shook hands in our hearts, remember?
That's silly, Mickey. You can't shake hands with hearts. Hearts can't be friends. We'll see you all next time for the second part of Reverse Rebirth.